Hello and welcome back to my channel, Mental Health with Melissa. If you're new here, I'm Melissa. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more content. I post new videos every single Sunday and Wednesday, and subscribing to my channel really helps me get mental health information out there to our communities of color, and tons of free Lcsw test prep for those of you that are studying to become licensed clinical social workers. I have a social work study with Melissa, social work Lcsw study guide program available for purchase in the description box down below. So this is the part 2 of the motivational interviewing for addiction treatment video. Head over to the first video if you haven't yet watched that. This is going to entail a Lcsw test prep question, kind of going over the concept of motivational interviewing. So it'll be a bit shorter, but this is kind of going to be framed in the way that maybe an Lcsw test prep question might be framed. So I'm going to go ahead and read it, pause here, and answer the question that you feel, that'd be the best answer for this, as always, and then you can play it and compare it to my rationale. So what are the key components of motivational interviewing for addiction treatment? Option A, asking yes or no questions. So this straight off the bat is not our answer, simply because motivational interviewing tries to elicit more open-ended dialogue, so we don't want to ask yes or no questions. Option B, using alcohol and drug screening tools to determination of sobriety. This is not the answer, or not the correct option, because motivational interviewing isn't geared around using alcohol and drug screening. So this option is kind of to confuse you and veer you off a little bit, because if you truly know what motivational interviewing is surrounding addiction treatment, then you know that this is not what it entails. Option C, asking open-ended questions and establishing a trusting environment and alliance. Now, this is a very strong answer, but let's read the last option. Engaging in thought-provoking questions that lead one to choose sobriety. So the reason why option D is not the answer is because we are not asking thought-provoking questions to lead. So because of that, this is not going to be right. We do want to engage in thought-provoking questions, but not to, or as a way to lead one to choose something. We want to ask open-ended questions and establish a trusting environment and alliance. And this is a very good definition of what the key components of motivational interviewing for addiction treatment are, because in MI in general, we're asking these open-ended questions, and then to elaborate further off of that, you want to make sure that you're able to really build this rapport and this alliance, because one of the main sort of concepts that we learn from MI in general is that you want to build that trust, and then from there you can possibly then talk more about the history of the substance dependence, what led to it, and then maybe that will lead to understanding the stages of change. And I actually already have a video on the stages of change on my channel, so make sure to check that out. That's another very important piece of motivational interviewing as it relates to addiction treatment. So I hope this was helpful. This is a short one today, but if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section down below. Until next time, managing mental health matters.